Welcome all to this lovely Friday, September the 6th. We're going to be talking about Sherwin-Williams Color of the Month. It's called, I've got a graphic of it right here for you. It's called Palm Leaf. It's a lovely green, and there's some wonderful accompanying colors also that I think you're going to enjoy. Thank you again very much for being here this lovely Friday afternoon, September the 6th. Here we are in Texas. We are Christian painters, professional house painters. We do service the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area, but we're located primarily in the Mansfield, Texas area. So we best service all the areas in Mansfield. Hello. I gotta turn down volume. So Mansfield, Arlington, Rendon, Burleson, all the surrounding areas. And again, we're happy to go to Plano or McKinney even. But the idea is that at some point, because of travel expenses and traffic and the time, you're going to probably find a professional painter in McKinney that is more that's more suitable, that's more efficient. There you go, more cost efficient. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Palm Leaf SW7735. That's Sherwin-Williams Color of the Year. Also, I am available for the next 10 minutes or so because I'm going to make this a short video. You can contact me at 817-473-0310 anytime for house painting estimates. But if you want to hop on here live today, we can get you set up with a free house painting estimate here live today or anytime. Another way you can participate is just hop in the comments there. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, just hop in the comments, ask me a question, and of course, I will answer your question live right here. Again, this is going to be about a 10-minute video going over the Sherwin-Williams September Color of the Year called Palm Spring. And we're also going to be looking at the accompanying colors. Here, what I'm doing right now is pulling up the Sherwin-Williams website. So it's not all that mystical and magical here. Just simple things that everyone can do. You can do a Google search for any Sherwin-Williams color. The best thing to do is include the SW number and the name. So SW7735 Palm Leaf, and it'll come right up. And if you click on images, you'll get a lot of images there also. So you can see up here, this is the Sherwin-Williams website. Let's see, I think, am I in StreamYard? Let me go back over here to StreamYard. I've got to remove this. Ta-da! All right, sorry about that. All right, so there's the Sherwin-Williams website right there. Maybe it is challenging and not so effortless. But anyway, anybody can do a Google search for a Sherwin-Williams color or product. If you're going to do the search for the color, you want to include the SW number and the name of the color, and it'll come right up. Same thing with the product. All right, so now let me hop back over here to the actual Palm Leaf page here. You can see here's the graphic, Palm Leaf 7735, Sherwin-Williams Color of the Month for September. This is Sue Walden, Sherwin-Williams Director of Color Marketing. Vintage is back in a big way. By using versatile, fun shades, we can toe the line between timeless and on-trend without sacrificing style. Okay, so another way of saying that, like, I appreciate that. I really do. As a painter and an artist, and I know colors, I appreciate Sue and the way that she words these descriptions. And then I also respect the fact that she's the director of color marketing for a huge giant conglomeration called Sherwin-Williams. So she's talking to a lot of people and representing a lot of people. So another simpler way to put it is that colors always go around. There's only so many colors in the world that you would put in your home. Now, that's still hundreds of colors, and that's why you need a decorating professional to get the best outcome for your color selections. But yeah, at the end of the day, there's only so many colors that can go inside or outside a home, a business. And so they're just going to recycle. And that's what we do. When you think about it, I say this to help you embrace, what we're doing and who we are here, and that means you, what you're doing and who you are when you're painting your home and you're selecting your colors. And that is that we usually like things that are new. It's just our nature. It's our nature that we enjoy things that are new to us. So if we've been looking at beige colors in our homes and in our businesses for 10 years, usually that's when you see a color trend change every 10 years or so. But it's hard to trend out the neutrals as much because, again, there's only so many neutrals. But trending out the colors, that's different. You're going to, let's see, Sherwin-Williams color of the month. Let's look at that real quick. That color is called Upwards, not of the month. It's of the year. Sherwin-Williams color of the year is called Upwards. Here we go. So Upward SW6239. This shows that Sherwin-Williams was forecasting for the color year of 2024 a blue families. But you can see here earthy as always. The brighter blues are always going to be, and then like your just regular blue, your regular colors like sports teams, those kind of colors, golds, blues, reds, greens are always going to be popular in kids' rooms. And, sometimes people will put them in utility rooms, in fun rooms. That's what I like to call it. Those are fun colors for fun rooms. But these are the kind of colors here that you would put, in your living spaces. So living spaces includes living room, entry, stairs, and kitchen, dining room, hallways. So, there's still a lot of different options and spaces in your open areas for colors. So that's where these kind of washed out neutral tone colors come into play. And that's what you're getting here. Now, this palm leaf admittedly is, it's a darker color. It's not the darkest. People look at colors like this often and go, oh, it looks so dark though. Trust me, it's not. There's so much life to that color. It'll bring a whole new environment to your home. And this is what I always encourage customers, the two things that I've said here. And when you've been looking at warm colors for, 10 years, then all of a sudden cool colors look a little nicer. Let's see. Here we go. This is a gray. I forget what the actual gray is of this color, but this is it's a neutral that you would use on a home's interior walls and exteriors like you see here. But it's a gray tone family of neutral. And so when you've been looking at these beige families for years, let's see, back down here. Here's some beige. There you go. These faux finishes, when I started doing those faux finishes, they were the most popular thing for about 10 years. One of the reasons faux finishes trended out is because so many people started doing them that they looked bad. The average faux finish you were seeing after 10 years of people doing them, believe it or not, they didn't get better. In some cases they did, but they became more expensive. Like I've done all kinds of unique things, but the more time it takes, the more material it takes, the more I have to charge. So that's one reason. But the other reason is obvious that, everybody's looking for the best deal. And so there were a lot of people saying they could do faux finishes that didn't have experience. And so your average faux finish that you would see there for a little bit just didn't look good. So it's a combination of those two things that phased it out. The number one thing that I want to express again, though, is that we just like new things. And so this was new back in 2000, that type of a faux finish. And then we went into warm colors also. Let's see. I know I've got pictures here. That's a really rich color there. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, there you go. That's a warm color. This is a tan, believe it or not. It's hard to see that it's a tan in this picture, but that's a nice tan. And this house was painted in about 2010. So This is kind of at the end of the warm color trends and at the beginning of everything neutral switching over to the gray tones. So now you get that number 2010. Now we're 2024, and people are kind of going back to the beige family colors. I do have a lot of these here. I wanted to show you these just so that you can see that, you know, I do know colors. So over here on this far left side, these are still gray tone colors there. At the top, you can see that's a bluish gray tone. On the left, that's what I call a purple or a lavenderish gray tone is under there, believe it or not. You can see it more on this color on the far right. And then below you have grays, gray tone neutrals that have greens and blues. And so anyway, after looking at warm colors for so many years, you know, we trended to the gray tone colors. Now we've been looking at the gray tone neutrals and accenting them for, you know, coming up on 15 years, well over 10 years. And that's the average trend in colors is about 10 years. We get tired of looking at these warm colors and want to see something a little fresher, a little grayer, you know. And so when you're switching out your neutral colors, you're also switching out your accompanying colors here that you find that go along with that. So with that, let's go ahead and go back into the website over here. I got to share this screen. Here we go. There's palm leaf, sharing that. And now I got to go back over here and remove this graphic. All right, so now you can see palm leaf. What we're going to do here is look at a couple of pictures. Again, I just got about 10 minutes here. I've got to go pick up my grandson. So if you need a professional painter, that's one of the other reasons I'm here. Call that number 817-473-0310. I'd love to help you with your paint needs. I'm available for painting next week, actually. All right, so here we are. Palm leaf is the Sherwin-Williams September 2024 color of the month, and it's a nice, it's a rich green, but look over here. I mean, it's brownish, you know. I mean, it's about as neutral of a green as you're going to get, and it still be green. As a matter of fact, I'd suggest that in the evening time, this is going to look a little more brown. It's going to look like a really nice, rich brown in the evening. But in the daytime with natural lighting, and this is another thing that everyone has to consider about colors, or you could, you know, I think it's important when you're choosing colors that you're going to paint in your whole home and live with for the next 10 years. But colors change throughout the day. So in the daytime with all the natural lighting, you can see that there on the picture on the left, it's a lot greener. In the evening time, look at that picture on the bottom. It's that back wall that's painted around the windows. See how it's a little more brown looking, like a nice rich brown. So that's what type of color that is, and it's showing you that it is, you know, really a neutral green. Okay, that yellow that you're seeing over there is this pale moss. This chinchilla has obviously some lavender, almost a purplish beige to it. It's a really fun color. In a kitchen dining room combination, you could combine these colors. In a formal, if you have a formal space, you could use the chinchilla in the formal space with this palm green accompanying, like, say, a formal living or an entry way. Here's the thing about entries, especially if you have a two-story, you have an entry with a 12-foot ceiling. You know, it's really an opportunity to put a nice color in there that makes a great first impression on your guests who come over to visit. And it sounds loud, but it's not. And I want to see these pictures on the wall here. Really, I always encourage everyone to look at the color on your wall as a matte background for your art. Now, not everybody can afford art. Not everybody even thinks about putting, you know, decor up on the walls. So, you know, I'm just speaking to the average person with an average home who decorates, and you can see that the wall color really is like a matte finish to your decor. All right, so in this case, it could be a matte finish to some of these nice rich colors. This oat milk, that's a really nice neutral color that goes well with these colors. And then jogging path. That jogging path is a really nice color also. Same thing, it's the type of color that you would want to use along with these colors. It's an accompanying color for a reason to that palm leaf and this pale moss. If you put that jogging path up against just a white or a really light gray or something, you're going to see a lot more green in it than what you see right now. That's my point. So you use it as an accompanying green there and you're good to go. All right. So as a matter of fact, I actually have this jogging path pulled up. And since I do, I'm going to go ahead and share it on the screen here. We'll look at it real quick and I'll start wrapping up. All right, so sharing that, go back over here. Hey, you can see it now. There's jogging path. Jogging path, there it is. SW7638 jogging path. See, it's a really nice neutral. You can see the family of colors that it belongs in there. It's like a khaki. There you go. And it's a very neutral khaki. I mean, you can barely see the khaki in it. So that's kind of what makes it a really nice neutral. That's what you're looking for in neutrals. You're never going to get away from the family of colors that the neutral, belongs in. And so the idea is always to get that family of colors as neutral as possible, but it still be that family of colors. And that's what you have here with this family. It's a neutral, green, beige, grayish, but it's way warm to be a gray. Let's look at some of these pictures here that they provide on. Well, I guess that's it. They just give us one. Oh, okay, I can click on this. That was the bedroom. That's the living room. That's the kitchen. So here is a great time to go ahead and tell everyone, Sherwin-Williams websites are really friendly to the user. So y'all head on over to the Sherwin-Williams websites to look at your colors also. But ultimately, what I believe is just my professional opinion about colors based on, a lifetime of experience, but over 25 years as Christian painters, that you have to get the paint that you're interested in the product that you're going to use. In other words, those little $5 sample quarts, it'll get you there, but it's not actually it. So really, you need to be serious about your color decision. Buy a gallon of the paint that you're going to use. So if you're using this on an outside, you'd buy a gallon of the Sherwin-Williams exterior super paint just to get a good sample. And you use a roller, a little 4-inch weenie roller, so you can put it on in large areas and really see the color. And again, that's whether it's inside your home or outside. Like a good example right here is I would paint a sample all the way from the corner here over to that door, or corner here over to that window, so that I can see it without any white surrounding it and really get a good eye on that color. Okay, so those are just some of the services that we provide right here at Christian Painters. I wished I had time to go into more detail, and I would if someone were here. That's kind of the thing. It's this silly world in 2024 where we are doing marketing through social medias, and this live podcasting here is kind of like the ultimate in the social media marketing world. Now, of course, I look like a silly fool here doing this myself, and if I kind of start pitying myself, I'll look like an even sillier fool doing this. But it's okay. Just gotta hope that things are gonna grow, things are gonna get better, and people will join in and have a good time. Okay, so here it is, free estimate today. If you want an estimate today, contact me, 817-473-0310. If you're driving through downtown Mansfield, you can see this building. It used to be a kind of green, and I've painted all these buildings inside or out. I've painted almost every building in downtown historic Mansfield. But this looks beautiful. That's what it used to be. And this is what you see now. They're at Sunshine Yoga, and also Main's on, next door on Main. Okay, there's a nice interior. If you're looking for some inspiration, we can do your fireplace mantle and an accent wall. Go on my YouTube channel. You can see a video of that. These are screws showing you that when you have a sheetrock repair, one of the reasons why is because the sheetrock is kind of moving. Put some screws in that sheetrock to keep it from moving when you do those repairs. There's yours truly, painting the house and exterior. Here's some beautiful colors to look at and consider. Just some of the things that we offer. If you have ugly brown cabinets, or maybe you just have one in a bathroom and you're putting your house on the market, hire me. I can come over and make that bathroom cabinet look brand new within 2 days, and very affordable with this product here called Old Masters Gel Stain Glaze. Or you can do that yourself. Here's another fun thing that I do. I've sold a lot of these light switch cover plates in the past. If you would like to decorate, this is one way that you can do it yourself, or you can hire me and we do it together. Sherwin-Williams exterior super paints. Look at that color combination. That video is on my Christian Painters YouTube channel. This is one of my proudest moments right here. If you're driving on Danbury in the Mansfield Country Club neighborhood there, this home used to be pink. It's right on the corner, and you would just drive past it and never see it. And told the customer, who was a former customer, I'd already painted another house for him, and he bought this house. We painted the inside of this house. And then while we were doing that, I told him, say, hey, this house is a perfect candidate. I'm only as good of a salesman as what makes sense. And so it made perfect sense to me to tell him, hey, you can improve or increase the value of this home a lot, like so much that I can't even give you an actual number. But if you pay me $15,000 is what I charge to prime all of that and then paint it, the whole house, doors, back door, everything. And and all that brick. And if you pay me that, man, I just can't see where it wouldn't increase in value 30,000, probably more. I'm very conservative with my numbers, excuse me. And so sure enough, we did this, and I ran into him. I haven't painted for him since. This has been about, 8 years ago now. And you can drive by there and see the house still looks freshly painted. As a matter of fact, this house inspired 10 other houses in the neighborhood to get painted the same type of way, but none of them look as good as this one. This is like the nicest looking white brick painted house in the neighborhood. But anyway, customer told me that he sold it for a lot more than what he was expecting. I don't know exactly what that means. Just one picture of our mess. We clean up. That's right. Painters should clean up after themselves. All right. When you need questions answered, or you want a free color consultation, just give me a call. We'll hook up here on a podcast, and you can flip your camera around, show me your home. You can go on the YouTube channel there, Christian Painters YouTube, and see I've done that many times. So anyway, you can just kind of take me through your home or around your home outside, and I can give you a price. Please do like and share this video. I would really appreciate it. It helps me so much. And then hit that notify all. And if you know anyone that needs their house painted, please do consider giving them our phone number here, 817-473-0310, or even share this video with them, because I'd love to have your business. Thank you for being here. Me, my family, we all genuinely appreciate